Good morning, welcome back to Soca Scents with Soca and Fragrances of Life. There we go. Now we are talking about chronic. Now I have a 15 ml sample here, so it's not too bad. I've used this much. And I have some pros and cons. But before we get into all of that, I have to say a few things here. If you are new to this channel, I do not speak about notes here. We talk about what this scent smells like regarding the initial dry down and late dry down. Also talk about if the particular scent reminds me of anything. And I mean anything. All right, so let's stick to that. The notes are in the description below, so check that out. All right, let me go. Now I do have the dry down here. All right, and all you know, I like to give a fresh spray, just to remind myself, of course. All right. Real time. Now, yes. So initial spray is light, all right, light but sweet. What type of sweet though? Ooh, this is where the con comes in. All right, the cup for me, I'm getting a cotton candy vibe. All right, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. I want to say the sweet leans more feminine. So fellas, if you're a man, all right, a man who isn't into feminine leaning scents, be wary from the chronic. All right, I'm telling you now, early in the video. I'm telling you, no. You probably might not like it, but sample it and make your own judgment. All right, but this leans feminine because I'm getting a cotton candy vibe. It's sweet and it's only light in the initial spray. Okay, I'm also picking up a slight powdery nature, slight. It's not too much, but it also feels smoky as well. Oh, I must say, this actually does remind me of a particular scent that I'm not too quite fond of. So I think that may have judged the overall scent profile for me. All right, now this scent, it reminds me of Baccarat Rouge 540. Yes, it does. It does. It reminds me of that, and I'm not a huge fan for that scent. But will I say it's a bad scent? Absolutely not. Baccarat Rouge is not a bad scent. The Chronic is not a bad scent. It just leans a bit more feminine to me, and I'm not really on that. All right. Again, that initial spray. If you're a man who is not for feminine scents, gonna have to give this some time. All right, it opens up a light. It's sweet. It has this cotton candy vibe. It's a little bit powdery and it feels smoky. Now, what I do like in the dry down, that smoky nature comes out more. It starts to have a warm backbone to it, which gives that vibe. You know what vibe I'm talking about. It puts you in that mood. Yes, it does. Yeah. Now, in that dry down, it feels a bit grainy as well. But again, that sweetness smooths it out. All right, it smoothens that graininess feeling off a bit. So you really have to get past that initial spray to really enjoy that dry down, because it's not a complex scent. It's very linear, but the opening is definitely different from the dry down. In regards to having more depth, it has a grainy texture, but not too much. That sweetness rounds it out well, and I love that. Still have that cotton candy vibe. The sweetness comes up a bit, and it feels smoky. This is what you're going to get throughout the dry down and the late dry down. Okay, the only difference between the dry down and the late dry down is that grainy vibe goes away and you get a creamy, smooth fragrance. When I say this is for close encounters, watch me. Your partner is gonna enjoy being next to you. It's a very enticing scent. Beautifully blended very well. Beautiful. That I can't say. But is it for me? No, sir. No. It's too feminine. I can't do it. Nah. But it is gorgeous. So let's talk about the performance here, okay? Now, longevity, I want to give it a good 6 to 8 hours, a full work day, okay? The projection, I want to give it a nice 2 to 3 feet. It does project well. The sillage, very good. It leaves a nice scent trail. The longevity, I say 6 to 8, but after 5, that projection comes down to about 1 foot, okay? It's not gonna project past arm's length. It's gonna stay around you. It's gonna leave a nice cloak. It's gonna leave a nice scent cloud. But that scent trail, ooh, that scent trail is where it's at. I believe the scent trail is where the magic is for the chronic. Why? Because it feels heavy. Even though it has that cotton candy vibe and it's sweet, that it feels light only in the initial, in that dry down, and the late dry down. It's warm, it's thick, it has oomph, it has girth. That's what she said. It has depth. Beautiful, and it will leave a decent scent trail. Beautiful. It just sticks to you close. That's all. Very, very good date night scent. Very good. Close encounters. Sexy time. Yes. Overall, the initial spray, it feels light. It's sweet, a cotton candy vibe, a bit powdery, and it feels smoky. All right. Dry down. That sweetness bumps up a bit. Has that cotton candy vibe. That smoky feeling comes up a bit more, and it feels grainy, but the sweetness rounds out that grain. All right. Late dry down. That greeniness, that grainy vibe goes away, and it gets smooth, creamy, sexy, inviting. Sexy time. You hear me? Yes. Beautiful. And those around you will appreciate you and want to snuggle up more. Guarantee you. I guarantee it. This scent I would definitely recommend for women. If you want to feel sexy, if you want to feel confident, you know what? Powerful. This scent will catch heads. Trust and believe. If you're a woman who's about her stuff, boss, you want to feel good, you want to feel sexy, confident, yeah? The Chronic. Guaranteed. Fellas, watch me. I'm not going to say you can't wear it. I'm not going to say that. Just keep in mind, it leans a little bit feminine. It's sweet. It's sweet, but it's not sickeningly sweet, but it's sweet. Just know it's sweet. And it feels feminine, all right? So just keep that in mind. But if you don't mind, try it out. Would I recommend sampling? Most definitely. Sample it. Oh yeah, sample it. And if you like it, purchase that full bottle and tell them Soca Sense sent you, all right? So thank you again for tuning in to Soca Sense, where soca and fragrances are life. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll vibe soon again. Blessings.